I think I'm live. Let's see here. Yep, it says so. Let's see here. I want to make sure that I've got everything going on the screen. I'm always having trouble here. Let's get that out of there. View insights, don't want that. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not quite ready yet, but I'm doing my setting up things. Let's see. And we'll make sure that people can make some comments. It looks like there's a few people already on right now, so I want to make sure that you know that we're going to get started here in a couple minutes. I'm trying to, we got the time mixed up for some reason. Facebook made some changes and was posting this live as starting at 5:15 a.m. Pacific time, which is not the case. We're starting now. And let's see here. Please let me know if you can hear me. You've got a few people on and I'm using my AirPods, so I don't know if you can hear me or see me. So just make a comment in the comment section. And if you're there and it's not dead space, I'd appreciate it. This is Dr. Kathy Marshak, and we're going to be talking about self-care in a few minutes. Whoops, looks like some people fell off. Oh, good. Denise says she can hear me. Thank you, Denise. So this is, like I said, this is Dr. Kathy Marshak, and if you're interested in letting other people know about the call today, please do that. You know, kind of send messages to your Facebook friends or people who aren't on Facebook but want to join up and come and hear the talk today. Please let them know, and I'll repeat things a little bit too. I'm shuffling some papers here to kind of get my notes in order. Today I want to talk about self-care for those of us who are in relationships with adults on the autism spectrum. It's not so easy to take care of ourselves, and one way you take care of yourself is listen to a talk like this, you know, join the group and hear what other people are doing. It's mostly, we forget that we need, self-care includes mental health too. I'm a psychologist, so I tend to focus more on the mental health part of this, but if you're not, of course, taking care of your physical health, then your mental health deteriorates as well. But the thing is that's so important about this is that people, I was just talking to a client a minute ago about the fact that other people don't really understand the stresses and strains of being in a neurodiverse relationship. When you've got someone on the autism spectrum or they're neurodivergent and you're neurotypical, that's a neurodiverse relationship. You both process information differently, you talk differently. It takes a lot out of us to keep translating in our heads where the information is getting stored, why the other person is developing the solutions that they come up with. And so what I try to teach people is how to kind of translate. But that translation, even if you better understand how people on the spectrum think, doesn't mean that it's easy for you to do. So let me check my comments over here. It's on a different part of the page. Oh, hi Betty. Somebody else joined me. So let me tell you a little bit about the group that I have too, the support group. It's on Meetup, Asperger's Syndrome and Relationships. It's a Meetup group that you can join, and Daniela will put a link here for you to find how to join it. It's a group of people that are in these neurodiverse relationships, and we help each other by talking about subjects like this one. And you get to chat with other people, either in a teleconference or a video conference. You get to talk to other people who live this life and who understand you know, how hard it is. So I'm going to be talking about some of those events that I've got coming up in February. February is sort of my mental health awareness month. And what happens is that some of these, in fact, let me look and see, some of the meetings are already sold out in February. So I'm going to tell you about them anyway. If you really do want to get to, oh, hi Marina from Copenhagen. If you really want to attend something that's already sold out, please let me know. You can either post a notice on Facebook, or if you're in the meetup group, you have to be part of the meetup group. If you're in the meetup group, you can certainly send a quick little note through Meetup as well that you'd like to participate in the group. You can also get on the waiting list. It's kind of hard to get in on the waiting list because once the meeting is sold out, it's most people don't drop out of the meetings. But we are able to put an extra conference in if there's enough people that couldn't get into something that was important for them to hear, because I want to make sure everybody gets to participate. There's two types of conferences, by the way. One is a teleconference. That's not limited. You can, as many people as want to can attend a teleconference, and I record those as well. The teleconferences are then available to listen to later if you're a paid member of the meetup group. You're welcome to join the group for 30 days for free and participate in things. Once you pay your $25 annual fee, you can listen to all the recordings that we have. And I've got years and years of teleconferences recorded. There's also video conferences. I don't record those because it has people's faces and names, so I don't want to do that. But you can join the video conferences and have a small group of 8 to 10 people talking about a subject and get to know each other. As a matter of fact, our group is growing, and there are some folks that have started local groups. This is all, you know, telehealth. You know, it's video conferencing and teleconferencing with me, but and other people have to do it by video too. But if you want to join a group of people that are in your geographic location, you can do that too. There's an East Coast group. There's a Southern California group. Let me think here. Daniela was telling me. Oh, and soon there's a group that's going to be forming in the UK. And these meetings are posted on our meetup site as well, on the event calendar. So if you're in the UK and you want to be on UK time, and you want to join that group, all you have to do is sign up for whenever they post an event. I don't run those groups. They're hosted by other members who have a lot of experience with our group, but you're welcome to join them. And I think if Marina's in Copenhagen, she can probably join the UK group, because I think you might be in the same time zone. So that's sort of how it goes. And here's what's happening. The first video conference that I'm hosting is February 1st, Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And by the way, I post everything that I do on Pacific time. All you have to do is, go to the time zone calendar and figure out what time that is. It's not too hard to do. And if you're a member of the meetup group, it's really pretty easy. You just click on the event. It automatically schedules you. If it's a fee-based event, you put in your credit card or you use PayPal and you can join. So the first one is Fatigue is Normal in ASD-NT Relationships. That's being held February 1st and February 4th. There's only, apparently the first is sold out. Doesn't mean you can't put yourself on the wait list. So fatigue is normal. I want you to understand why that is. It makes perfect sense. If you have to constantly be translating in your own head how somebody else is thinking or processing information, that takes extra energy. Then we add on top of that both the neurotypical and the neurodivergent person gets upset with these misunderstandings, and it often balloons into an argument or a meltdown or silent treatment. That's tiring. So most of us in these relationships are extremely exhausted most of the time, because it takes 10 times the work of a normal relationship or a neurotypical relationship. in addition, many of our members had a parent on the spectrum or have a child on the spectrum, and that was my case. I had a parent on the spectrum, a spouse on the spectrum, and a child on the spectrum. So I was kind of surrounded by this extra work that was required of me to understand what was going on. So I don't want people giving themselves a hard time because there's fatigue going on in your life, because on the spectrum it's difficult. Oh, there's Alice from New Jersey. I didn't look. Oh, okay. And Betty says she's got a daughter on the spectrum. Please feel free, if you have to leave and come back in, that's okay too. And this is being recorded, so obviously you're going to be able to watch this live again if you need to. And I'll try to respond to questions that you're posting online. If I don't get them during the event, I will check on it later. I will answer your questions later on Facebook and on Meetup. No problem. Just don't worry, I can't do it all at once, but I will get there. Okay, the second video conference in February is Are You Going Through an Identity Crisis? That'll be held on February 9th and 11th. I try to hold them at different times so that different people from different time zones can make it. So one of these conferences is 9 a.m. Pacific time, which and you'd have to convert that to your time zone, and then I'll host it again at 4 p.m. Pacific time so that we can kind of capture somebody who is 8 hours difference. And we do get members from all over the world join these conferences. Are you going through an identity crisis? Yes. I want you to think about that too. When your reality is being challenged by your Asperger or autistic loved ones, your neurodivergent loved ones, they question a lot of times why you said what you said or why you do what you do, and we question them. And that makes us wonder if I'm making any sense or if I'm doing life the right way. And it's normal for human beings to be questioning themselves. That's how we figure out what's right for us. But that constant questioning is so tiring that we can begin to wonder if we even know who we are anymore. All those questions, why are you doing it that way? Or why did you say that to me? Or how come you said that? That hurts my feelings. That constant questioning makes us wonder, well, maybe I don't know myself. And so a lot of the time what I'm doing with my group is, or my individuals as a matter of fact, we talk about the fact that you probably make sense, you're probably doing it just right, but you're not getting affirmation from your autistic family members that you make sense, that you're doing it right. And I don't know about you, but you probably hear me a lot say, does that make sense? I grew up with a parent who didn't know why I did what I did. And so I sometimes wonder, am I doing it right? My poor autistic mother didn't know she was on the spectrum. I only figured that out after 20 years after she passed away. Okay, the third video conference, and you can ask questions about any of these conferences, by the way, today if you want to. Go ahead and post a question for me. The third one is, I guess it's sold out too. It's Growing a Spine, February 15th and the 23rd. But remember, even if they're sold out, let me know if you'd like to attend, because we will post a third version of the conference so that you can attend if we have enough people interested. But this conference I think is really important. This is kind of related to, it's all about mental health, right? It's about your identity crisis and your fatigue. It's okay to advocate for yourself. It's okay to say, I know what I know. I know that I know what I know. I'm right about what's going on here. I'm good at figuring out people and situations. I'm not going to allow myself to be knocked off my center because someone on the spectrum doesn't get what I'm talking about. Now, that doesn't mean that they're wrong either. It just means that I'm pretty confident that as a good communicator, I probably have figured out what's going on with me. And then the last event for February, I'm kind of running through these quickly, but because I want to get back and talk about a couple of the things about health, self-care, is our teleconference. And that's on February 18th. I think 25 people have signed up so far. It's unlimited. As long as you can call in on the telephone number, as long as you've got a quiet little place to call in and listen, you'll be fine. And it's on COVID brain, which sort of parallels some of the fatigue and the mental health issues that we have just living with someone on the spectrum. So remember, anybody can participate, who's a member of the group, that is, can participate in the teleconferences. I record them. They get posted a day or so after the recording, and then you can listen to as many as you want. Some people just kind of go for a jog and listen to the teleconferences, or they sit down and put their headphones in and listen to 2 or 3 teleconferences, because it affirms that you do know what you're talking about. So this one's about COVID brain, and what we've been learning about COVID very much parallels our lives with people who are neurodivergent. COVID is so unnerving, so tiring, so daily a reminder that we can't do life as easily and comfortably as we used to. If you think about it, that's very similar to, being in a relationship with someone who we have to constantly be thinking about, how are they understanding us? Am I saying it so that it makes sense to them? Am I affirming them, and are they affirming me? It's a lot of work. So with COVID, we don't get to do things the way we used to. Plus, this is important, we are wired, us neurotypicals are wired to seek out affirmation, to look at somebody else, to affirm them, to nod our heads, to give them permission to speak. And because of COVID, we don't get so much of that. We don't get to just smile at the neighbor. We don't get to walk up to somebody in the grocery store and ask them if they like that particular brand of product they're buying. Well, it's simple little daily things that we do. We don't get to do that so much anymore. And that affects our chemistry. We're stressing. Our brains are stressing. We're getting forgetful. We're shutting down more. And this is happening to everybody, not just to people who have a loved one on the spectrum. But what's interesting about this is I think this has happened to us all along. That's why so many of us sort of understand COVID. We've been sort of shut down all along, isolated, separated from normal human interaction, that we take it for granted. But I don't want you taking it for granted. I want you to attend our conferences. I want you to send in your questions. I want you to respond to other people, because we need that response or we fail. So I was joking. It's not so much a joke, but last September I lost a week. I don't know what happened to the week. Not only did we have COVID, but in the Pacific Northwest we had a really terrible wildfire season, both in Oregon and California, places like that, and the smoke was just pouring down the river into my house, so that I not only was isolating, quarantining because of COVID, but I couldn't even walk outside. I couldn't take my dog for a walk because we'd have to breathe in that smoke and get sicker and sicker. And so that went on for a couple of weeks. And what happened is apparently my brain chemistry just kind of shut down, and I didn't know what day it was. I kept telling people that it was September 21st when it was September 28th. And I'd say, oh, no, we've got, 10 days, a week and a half more of September. And they'd say, no, Kathy, there's 2 days left of September. And literally, I just didn't have enough contact with others to affirm my brain chemistry that I was navigating the world. Now, I didn't have a nervous breakdown, but I did want to sleep a lot. I bet you've had that too. So I think COVID brain, well, they know it's real because medical people are measuring these effects. And they also know that that we can recuperate, but we do have to acknowledge what's going on, eat right, exercise, go to therapy, it's important. Engage in fun, not just the hard work of life. So the teleconference is going to be about COVID brain, but especially COVID brain in this population, because you're already pretty vulnerable to COVID brain. So what I'm, you know, why this is such a special topic for me is that I want you to think about this. If we don't take care of ourselves, we can't be there for our autistic family members. They don't do a very good job of taking care of themselves. They have things they're good at. They might be good artists. They might be good at their jobs. They may love cleaning up the yard. Who knows? But they're not very good at acknowledging their need for emotional self-care or our need for it. They often will speak to the topic of conversation, not to us. So I was talking to one of my clients this morning he's on the spectrum, and he was acknowledging that he doesn't speak to his wife as a person. He talks to her about her words, what she's bringing up. And she might need affirmation that she's okay, that he loves her, that he's there for her, instead of, yes, just tell me what's on the list and I'll do that. So how many of you get that kind of response from your autistic family member? A lot of times they want to know what's on the list or what's the agenda. And it's okay, you can give them the agenda, but then it's always you in charge, right? You're the one who's managing how things go. And it might be that you have to keep doing that. You might have to keep being the one who manages things. But it would be nice if your Asperger loved one would say to you, you know, how you doing? How you doing with taking care of all of these things? I appreciate you. You know, they might feel it on the inside. Many of them will say, well, why do I have to say that? She knows I feel that way, or he knows I feel that way. It's like, they might know, but it's not just the talking about it. It's not just affirming it in words. It's engaging in the process with you of acknowledging you that makes us feel better, right? So sometimes I'll describe it as primary school. That in primary school, and kindergarten, first, second grade, third grade, teachers set up the classrooms to be delightful, entertaining. They have pets. They have beautiful bulletin boards. The teacher tries to make the classroom a place that kids want to come to learn. The learning is important. The academic is important, but they recognize that they need a fun environment, right? Thank you, Alice. She said that this hits the nail on the head. Oh, hi, Amanda. You joined us. Nice to see you. Or know that you're there anyway. So the thing is that it's not the words, it's the nods, it's the recognition of who you are. It's that concept of namaste, right? The soul in me recognizes the soul in you. It's a heart-to-heart connection. And as much as I explain this to my autistic clients, they still don't feel the same way. Yes, they want to be acknowledged, that's for sure. They want to be known, that I'm there, that you notice me. They don't realize it needs to be reciprocal. So I think self-care is getting acknowledged, you know, is having somebody know you, smile at you. In fact, I had this great experience a couple of weeks ago. I'm in a rental house right now because I'm in between moving, and we lost our power, and next door is a full-time Airbnb rental, and this woman comes over. I'm in my car charging my phone up because the power's been out for hours. I'm in my car charging up my phone, and I've got my back to the driveway, and I see somebody walking up in the rear side view mirror, right? And she was gingerly walking up, not to startle me. She's wearing her mask. I didn't have my mask on. I was sitting in my car, and I grabbed my mask, put my mask on when she came up, and acknowledged her. And she looked nervous. I said, it's okay. It's okay. What do you need? She goes, I went for a walk on the beach and I dropped my phone in the ocean, and I have no way to get to. I was going to use my phone as a hotspot on my laptop, but I can't now, so I can't tell anybody that I'm out of communication. I'm incommunicado. And she said, I'm worried about this. And she said, may I use your phone? And I'm sitting there trying to charge it up so that I can keep using my phone. And I'm down to like an eighth of a tank of gas, and I need to get to the gas station, except with the power outage, you can't pump gas. So I said, I looked at it and I said, you know, it's 75% charged here. So I opened it up so she could use my phone as her hotspot so she could let people know. But before she did that, you know, so I gave her the phone and I said, it's okay. It'll be all right. Don't worry. You know, you'll be fine. We'll figure out something. And she looked at me and she goes, are you a psychologist? Just because I was affirming her doesn't mean I'm a psychologist. But I said, yes, I am. And she said, I thought so. I am too. Now, this is where it even gets more unusual. Not only was she a psychologist and I'm a psychologist, but we started chatting for a few minutes, and I said, oh my gosh, we need to have a socially distanced dinner tonight and talk more. We're both psychologists. We both have ex-spouses on the autism spectrum, and we both have daughters on the autism spectrum. And she just happened to rent the Airbnb next door, lose her phone in the ocean, and come in to talk to me. Or, you know, come and ask me for my phone. So this is the kind of stuff where you say, I'm going to take care of myself tonight, and I'm going to put my mask on and go over to her lovely B&B, and we made dinner together. Take care of yourself, right? Take care of yourself. We need it more than the average. She lost her phone, and she says, we've stayed in touch over the last couple of weeks. She said, I'm so glad I lost my phone. Right now I have a new connection, a new person to talk to. So I'm going to wrap it up unless you have questions. People haven't really posted anything. But if you listen to this recording later and have a question, please do that. You can join our group. I hope you do. It really is very supportive. Both men and women join our group. This is not a women-only group. It tends to be mostly women. But there are men that are in these neurodiverse relationships that are struggling with also getting the affirmation, which makes our mental health improve. So join the group and learn how to be there for each other and for yourself, and let's just, you know, start this new year with a bang of it's going to be about taking care of ourselves first. Yes, we still need to be there for our ASD loved ones, and they want to do the right thing, but it's harder for them to affirm us. So I hope to see you. Take care, everybody. No more questions? If not, I'm going to sign off. Looking at the stream here to see if there's anything. Nope. Okay. Take care, everybody. I'm glad you joined me. Bye-bye.